All right. Welcome, welcome.
Yep.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is set a little time aside to, if anybody wants to share about if they've had a session or anything about channeling or questions about me channeling or any questions you have about channeling, me channeling, your experience, just anything you've got going on. I'm happy to answer that before I connect in. So this is me, Joy. This is not me, Joy, channeling the divine. So do either of you have anything? Yes, Darcy.
I saw on wherever I read about it, that we needed to ask a question that would benefit like all people.
Yes, so let me also reiterate that. So this is not personal about you. This is so anything that you'd like me to channel later when we get into that section, that will be something that everyone can benefit rather than something that you would ask in a personal session.
Okay.
So right now we'll start with just any questions you have about me channeling divine source energy. Then we'll do a brief meditation that I will be channeling divine source around. And then we'll do any requests for channel topics for the public. So,
Nice.
All right. So Darcy, did you have a question about channeling at all?
No, you've explained it to me before.
Okay. Andrea, how have you been doing with yours? Have you been practicing your auto writing and
Yeah, so just for other people that will watch, or you too, Darcy. So I've had a couple sessions with Joy, and she's really inspired me and what I want to do for my career. So since I started watching her videos and had my first session with her, I started auto writing every day and meditating and really working on building my channeling skills. So that's definitely something that I'm still progressing with and developing and doing every day, and still pursuing as a career.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
And I only know your auto writing from comments that I read on Facebook on my posts, because I don't watch your sessions, so I really don't even know if auto writing was brought up in your sessions at all. I just know that you've commented about that. So you learned that in the sessions then, right? You said?
I did, yeah. I think I might have tried auto writing first, because I definitely, read a lot of your divinely channeled messages and watched your videos before I booked a session. But it did definitely come up in my personal session to do, like, other specifics for me, which has been really helpful.
Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
Have you tried auto writing, Darcy? Automatic writing?
Yeah, I do that really regularly for probably a couple years now. Yeah, I get a lot out of it, like a lot of insight coming from source other than me, or my higher self maybe too sometimes.
Yeah.
It really just helps me get clarity on things, understand where I'm going and what I'm doing. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so I've shared, I guess, I don't know exactly where I've shared it. Maybe in some of the videos I do that I post on TikTok and Facebook, that's how I learned how to channel. And Darcy had the same mentor that I had a couple of years back. It was introduced to me when I was being mentored by Christy All, but it was refined when I really focused in and learned how to channel. One thing that I didn't learn from my mentor was to connect into my soul first. So I was just connecting into all of these energies out here. And that's one thing that was refined as I practiced. And that is one thing that the divine, I know in sessions for others and for the public, I should say, because that's what I've listened to. I don't recall most of what I channel for in general. So I always have to watch what I've recorded. And I don't watch people's sessions. It's private and it's lifted from me for the most part. I might remember a gist of things, but I think I remember. And then I've had some friends be like, watch mine. It was really good. And I'm like, okay. And I watch it and I'm like, oh, I thought I remembered that, but I didn't remember. Well, that was like, so wow. So I really don't, it's removed. It would be too heavy. It's not mine to keep. But,
Right.
Did you ask for that, or did that kind of come naturally? That's definitely something that I've asked, because I feel like after I remember, and I really don't want to, I think eventually it does leave, but I feel like I remember a little longer, like it's not immediately wiped. You know what I mean?
Do you record it?
Yeah, even
So,
like for sessions with other people as well. Like, I have asked not to remember, so I was just curious for you if that's something that you asked.
okay. I have not asked not to remember. And I will tell you that when I first started the business, I was listening to sessions from others because in my ego mind, I thought that I was learning how I was channeling, and I was kind of like surprised. And then the divine was like, no, that's not yours. Don't listen to it. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was like learning here. So, and as far as not remembering, I didn't ask for that, but it was just told to me that being in an elevated consciousness, I can't always remember. So, like, let me give you an example. There's been times where I'm like, I have to make a decision. So I go in and I do a session and I'm like, do I do this? Do I not do this? What do I do here? Because I don't know what to do. And they tell me which way, what to do. I'll remember it immediately. I'll text whoever it is or and respond, because it might be maybe a 5-minute session for me. So like something like that, I can remember. But as far as like details about healings and, these, like all these things that I post every day, like today was probably 3 or 4 things on Facebook. I don't remember a lot of that. So I have to go in, I listen to it and I scribe it. So I think you can auto write about that. That's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
You can just write the question on the top, meditate, and allow it to come. And then, or you can just, like, I look at auto writing as a text message, and then a session as like a conversation. So I feel like I'll do my auto writing and I'll be like, okay. And then I'll take that into a session and I'll say, okay, well, this is what I received in my meditation and auto writing. How do I apply this to my life right now? Give me examples, please. And then they'll, spell it all out for me. So that's how I utilize it. but my intuition is growing, and what I'm saying today, a year from now, I can look back at this probably and be like, whoa, wow, I used to look at it that way. So we're always evolving and changing, and our perspective is kind of like this, and then it'll be like this. It's all, so just never think you have it all figured out. Because we're always evolving, Okay. Anything else that you guys can think of? And if something comes up, you can just say, oh, I have another thing. So no worries.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I was given a topic for the meditation. So this is going to be, let's see what they tell me. Holding value for oneself. So how about go ahead and turn your microphone off in case there's any dogs barking or anything. And I'll leave mine on, of course. And drop down here into your heart center. And you're connecting in here with your soul. And you're opening up your energy to receive. And it's up to the recipient to what they get out of it. You're meeting the divine halfway. So I'm going to go ahead and connect in. To divine source energy. For my highest good. And the highest good of Darcy and Andrea. And all persons watching this recording at all times. Okay. As Joy said, open up your energy to receive. So I'm seeing the word value here floating right in front of us. I am valued in an unconditional way. There are no conditions to be met here for me to feel value for myself. I'm allowing this in to my vibration at this time. Take some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Adjust yourself so you are sitting down here in your heart center. Okay, they're showing someone sitting up on a platform. Others' approval is not necessary here for you to feel value. As you are breathing in, you are breathing in unconditional value for yourself. Allow this to permeate your vibration. Allow yourself to feel large. As you are breathing out, you are allowing anything that has been pinning you down to be released. Worries, fears, doubts. Allow yourself to be divinely inspired as you are sitting in the vibration of holding unconditional value for yourself. I am allowing this in. I believe that I am deserving of this. It is okay that I have not always treated myself with value. I am learning, I am developing, I am growing. I am creating from the new. My value, my worth is not dependent on what the numbers look like, on what others think of me or say to me or about me. I am the creator of my universe, and I am allowing myself, hold on, let me go back. Not universe. I am the creator of my reality. I am allowing myself to be divinely inspired to walk into my destined path. The universe is reflecting how I feel upon me in my daily circumstances. As I feel valued, this is reflected back upon me. Okay, allow yourselves to take this in, your cellular structure, your framework, your DNA. Release any fears that you have here and allow yourself to trust. They're showing walking on a path and guidance is on either side and above and below, nudging you, guiding you. You are the creator of your own reality. Sit high in your value, and this is what you are allowing to come to you. All of my dears. Okay. How do you feel?
Great. A lot of energy.
Good. Good.
There we go. I got my mic on. Yeah, I felt a lot of tingling energy and just a lot of good release.
Good.
Yeah. That was a topic I'm working on currently. And
Beautiful.
always almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll share with you my meditation today. So this is what the divine is working with me on, is unconditional value for myself. And I'll share this in case it helps you. So in my meditation today, I was shown how, and then with my auto writing afterwards, how they showed me like a game show, and there's a host, and they said that I am choosing how I feel each day. So the three big things here are unconditional value for myself, safety for myself, unconditionally, of course, as well, and unconditional love for myself. And so they said, every day you are the chooser. So what you win on the game show, what the host, the universe delivers to you is what you are creating. And so I can say I am feeling valued. And then what I was shown was valued like in my body, valued in my emotions, holding value and importance. I don't need somebody else to tell me or show me that I'm important or valued. So with my body, my emotions, and how I feel. So, and then back to how I feel, they said, pick it every day. I feel valued, or I feel safe, or I feel loved. And then I am attracting that. So I'm not, oh, what's happening today? Oh, that's how I feel. No, this is how I feel. And then I'm attracting what's happening today. And I'm deciding how I feel and matching up with that. So, if that helps you, I wanted to share that. I'm still developing around that area and learning and growing all the time. So, but it seems like what I'm focusing on for myself are the type of, people on social media that I attract and clientele that I attract. It seems like it's a matchup based on what I'm going through. Not exactly, but similar. So if you see the pages on my website, Love Your Body, Allowing Abundance, Angels, those are all things that are close to my heart in my experience. And so people can relate to me based on those types of things. So if you're not using my website as a resource, there's tons of divinely channeled information on there. None of it is from me. It's all divinely channeled stuff. I'm trying to think if anything is of me. It's not, but I relate to all of it. Okay. Any questions, comments?
Okay. I just appreciate you sharing that about how you're using this unconditional value, safety, and love. Yeah.
Thank you. So Darcy does horse meditations here in Tucson, where we both live. Well, she's technically in Vail, but it's real close to Tucson. And so I get a lot from her as well. She does meditations. And
cool.
So it's nice that now you can use me as a little resource too.
But I like, you give a lot in the meditation time too. That's value to me and others. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's such a wonderful, safe place to share. So, okay. Were there any topics that either of you were interested in me channeling the divine for the public?
Yeah. So I liked how you said that, on your website, it's all from the divine and really specific to you, and how, we, your clients, find a lot of value in that because we're wanting the same thing or experiencing a lot of the same things. And you posted today or the other day about a divinely channeled message for business owners, and I thought it was really interesting that the divine echoed that about how you start with something like value for yourself and what you're interested in, instead of what a lot of other businesses do, which is they start with people outside of themselves, the consumer, or something else outside. So I just would like the divine to maybe like expand upon that concept, or like give more advice for people who have their own businesses. I think it's valuable.
Okay. Since both of you do, that's appropriate. Okay. I'm already connected in. I'm just going to connect in again. And okay. All right. Okay. This is for the public, but I want to make a little side note. They're allowing me to tell you this, Andrea. Your father, he passed away, right?
Today's his birthday. Yeah.
He is right next to you. So I just wanted to share that with you. He has such a strong support. He's been with you this whole time, but so
Yeah.
we all have that, but okay.
Thank you.
Okay, they're coming back to the public. We wanted to insert that for our dear Andrea to uplift her. Okay. Okay, they have a question for you, Andrea. What section of this would you like us to cater for your question for the public about value and business? It looks like maybe there's more of a specific question here. Is that right?
Yes, I guess for me, I found it like very interesting. I can't say another word. That it started with you, or like us, the person, the individual.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of the client or the consumer, and creating from that space.
Okay. Okay, so let's sit here on the premise that everything is energy and everything begins within. So when you are looking at yourself in your occupation or running your own business here, it begins within as well. So you are not focusing in on how much this client is going to provide for my finances this week, this month, or this particular service. You are practicing your vibration and applying it to your business. And you are not micromanaging here or directing the energy. So it is not for you to say, I need this deal, this client to come through so I can pay this bill. So let's remove this, set it to the side, because that is from the ego mind up here. Of course, you have bills to pay, and you will be calculating business expenses. We are not saying that should be discounted here or ignored. But what we want you to focus on is the energetic exchange. You are allowing financial prosperity. You are allowing yourself to feel passionate about the services that you provide. let's go back to here. Everything begins within. What are you gaining here from the services that you provide for others? In other words, mirror this back to you. If you provide a service of financial service, you're helping people to with their finances. Well, first, are you helping yourself with your finances? So this could possibly be a tax preparation business, for example. We are channeling here for the public, so there are many options that people could have their own business around. So we are making this very general. So what we would like you to do is to look here at the service you provide for others. And there's a strong possibility that you also provide this service for yourself. So look upon this and say, what do I appreciate about the service that I provide? How do I feel as I provide this quality service for myself? And do you see then that this is mirrored back to you, and you will attract clients that feel appreciative of the services you provide? It is but a mirror. The universe is a mirror. Everything begins within. Okay. How does that feel, Andrea?
Good.
Okay.
Clear.
Is there another aspect of that point of view that would be helpful for you, or did that cover everything?
I think that covered it.
Okay. All right. Your father's still loving.
Mm-hmm. Big softy.
Giving you squeezy hugs.
Ah.
I love it. Okay. Darcy, did you have anything?
I did. This is something that I do struggle with, but I also know a lot of people do as well. Like, in the world, when there's like major disturbances like war or some other major happening, some people feel helpless to do anything significant, that they feel helpless, like they can't really do anything big enough to make a difference. So one thing I'd like to ask is, what is something that we can do to feel like we are making a difference? Positive.
Okay. So it's interesting. They're adding personal touches to this, even though it's for the public. They want to share with you, Darcy, that you have such a gentle heart, and that it's important that you hold space. And they're showing like a slouched person, and then how one adjusts their posture.
Okay.
And it's important that you maintain your vibration so you can send this positive light, this positive energy here. Okay, so they're using you as an example. They're showing this crouched person. This is symbolic here for one's emotions or vibrations. Emotions affect your vibration. So rather than feeling low and down about these unfortunate circumstances that others are enduring, experiencing, you are a stand-in. Think about how your angels are a stand-in for you. They hold space for you when you are feeling discouraged, down. So you are holding space here for others that are in war-torn areas of the world. This will also work for circumstances that would hit home as well. But we will go back here to your question and expand upon this. So we want to explain here. When one, okay, they're going back to how everything is energy. Okay, so when one is worrying about another person or a group of people, understand that you are adding low vibrations to their circumstances that are already of a low vibrational nature. Many are not aware of this. We are shining a light on this here in a gentle manner. There is no shaming, no belittling here. We are in the lightening of the public. So what we would like you to do is, they're showing again somebody who was hunched over in worry, and now their posture is up. They're saying you can even do like this on your hips. Oh, that's interesting. These are like angel wings. So you are not an angel, of course, but remember your angels, they hold space for you, and you are holding space for others. You are sending them positive energy. Remember, each is going through their own contrast, and this is part of soul development. We have our divine hands on the situation, but we cannot scoop one out of their life lessons that they put about on their own destined path journey before re-emerging into the physical as part of their own evolvement, their soul's mission. Okay, and they're showing that your part of your contrast is being able to manage your vibration around watching others in suffering. Okay, remember, it all begins within. Hold space for yourself. As you are feeling low, saddened by what you are observing upon, what has been exposed to you, and your emotions are feeling rocky about this, hold space for yourself first, because you cannot give what you do not have within, you see? And then you are able to hold space for others. Send them upliftment in an energetic manner. Okay, I feel a lot of energy in my spine. What is this? Okay. So Darcy, they're doing something with you here. So my body is mirroring your body.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there's some energy here that you've been holding in your spine around this. Oh, they're taking like this little broom. They're sweeping it. They're clearing it out for you.
I can
They're
feel
helping
that.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a female who's doing this for you. I'm not being shown who. They're backing up, so it's not appropriate here. They do not want to share this for some reason. Okay. We want you to know that you are guided. You have your divine team around you, helping you, assisting you with your vibration. Okay, how do you feel about that? And did you have any more questions about any part of that you wanted expanded upon at all?
I think that gives me a lot of what I was looking for, so I feel good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna help me a lot because I cry a lot over this stuff. Like, just it's hard for me to even look at it. But yes, this is gonna be helpful.
Okay. We would like both of you, Darcy and Andrea, to know that both of these questions that you posed in this space here that we are sharing were divinely inspired, because these topics will help the general public. You have been tools here to assist. It might not be very obvious to both of you, but we want to share that you are both tools to help raise the vibration of the collective. We want you to hold this close to your heart and know that this is something that you each put on your own path for this lifeline. As you were in the spiritual, getting ready to reemerge back into the physical this go around. So we want to share with you both that you can sit and proclaim, I'm allowing myself to be a vessel for healing, for love, for light. So you can, they say you can imagine it coming out of your fingertips, that you are sending upliftment to all who need it. But this is not a burden for you to carry. It is not weighing you down. So as you are feeling uplifted yourselves, you are allowing this to be spread. It looks like both of you in your careers, this is helping others. You are tools to assist. And it looks like all over the world, raising the vibration. So do not say, well, what can I do? I must be able to complete more. You are doing it. You are allowing yourself to be a vessel here. Okay. How does that feel?
Wonderful.
Yay!
Yeah, feels wonderful. Yeah. That's enough that what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it always
I think sometimes I think sometimes we want to do more. What else can I do? And really, what I'm learning in my own personal journey is here is where you do it. Because you can't give something that you aren't practicing yourself. And there's never any shame. You're never messing up. You're just coming back here and remembering and allowing. And that's part of practicing your vibration, So, all right. Were there any other topics that you had?
That's a pretty big one for me, so I think I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we covered them all. We could go longer, but we could definitely end it there unless anybody has any other questions for me or the divine.
I have a question. So I know that I guess this can be a question for both of you. So I know, Joy, that you don't do like trance channeling. So I'm just curious about like how is that different? And how you channel, and how does the divine like explain it? What does that look like if you were to do if someone was to do that kind of channeling with the divine?
Okay. So they're telling me to go first. Okay. So, when I was developing my intuition, what helped me through my spiritual awakening was Abraham Hicks. Are you familiar with Abraham Hicks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was like obsessed. I listened on YouTube hours every day. I was totally immersed in it. It helped get me out of a very low place. And then, but I obviously, she's Esther Hicks, is channeling Source, who goes by the name Abraham. But that's trance channeling. So she goes up, she connects in, she says bye. She connects in. She's not there anymore. So when I learned that I could channel, I said, I will not go into a trance. I was so stubborn about it. I just said, no, I will not. And for me, channeling was already like weird. And to be in a trance was just too weird for me. I was like, no, I'm okay connected into my soul and channeling. But I'm not going somewhere and somebody else coming in. That's not gonna happen. Now, they're like laughing at me, but yeah, that's exactly how it went down. And but they've showed me glimpses of what's in the future for me. I don't believe it's trance channeling, but there will be a lot of shifts in my work, where I go, what I do. I'm open and I'm just allowing myself to develop more skills. I really don't want to do that because I just don't want to lose that control. Even though I can't remember everything because I'm in an elevated state, I'm still in a conversational way. People think that it's coming from me, like a psychic or medium, but really, it's not. I go back and then I'm like a sign language interpreter. So the joy part of me goes back, is the only way I can explain it. And then up here is how it comes out. And I'm just translating the vibration into words. And sometimes I mess up. If I do recall correctly, I think during this video, there was during the meditation part, there was something where I messed up words, and then they told me to go back. I don't remember exactly what it was. I'll have to look at it, but so that happens sometimes, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm not super critical about myself. And so anyways, okay, so that's my answer. Okay, so then I'll channel here about it. Okay. Okay, so they're showing you specifically. We are not going to get too personal here, but we will show Andrea, just like anybody here, if this is something that you feel a connection with, allow this in for yourself. So you've heard Joy explain how she feels, and this is her comfortability level, but each is on their own path. So you can still receive guidance through Joy's lips as she's translating us, but develop your skills to channel in a trance form, trance channeling. Okay, do you have questions here about developing that skill, or is there something specific here that you wanted to know more about? They're kind of handing it to you.
They can expand upon like how you would develop it.
So as Joy explains, she goes back. These are her words. So what you would allow yourself to do is to rise up, out. So our dear Joy is here, back, and it is still in her awareness, but she is in an elevated state. And what you are doing when you are allowing yourself to trance channel, they're showing there's this slit. It almost looks like you're opening up an envelope. Okay, they want me to share this. I do this when I'm meditating. So I go through this slit and I'm, boom, I'm in another dimension. So what we are showing you is that you allow yourself to go through this slit. It is like a fold here. And let yourself slide out. So practice this. Set this as your intention and allow it. The same way you allow the desires of your heart to enter your physical experience. If you have a strong interest in this, then this is part of your path. The same way Joy had a strong interest in what she has been doing, and she practiced for many hours on end, repeatedly, day after day. So allow this for yourself, slipping through and simultaneously the you out. Okay, how does that feel?
It makes sense.
Okay, they're giving me the thought here that this can be confusing for people. So if it is confusing for you, hold space for your confusion. If this is ringing your bells, go with it. And do not look down upon another for doing something that you are confused about. For that is of a low vibratory stance. Hold space for yourself when you are feeling confusion. Okay. How's that?
Great.
You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys can join me next Wednesday. I'll be here.
Yeah, this is really fun.
Yay! All right. So yeah, just RSVP each week that you want to join, and I'll send you the link. And for the public, how you RSVP is on my website, higvibeswithjoy.com. Go to the page, contact Joy, and fill it in, and boom, I get it.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
It's been fun. Yeah.
Welcome. I appreciate you both. Yay. I'm so glad. All right. Well, have a beautiful evening.
You too.
And
Nice
I'll
to meet
see
you, Andrea.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.